All right, it's December 13th, 2021 AD, and we're looking at about 71 degrees Fahrenheit here in Texas, headed to the Texas Motor Speedway. Welcome to the Please Subscribe show. When it comes to food delivery, one thing that I would suggest that you do is go out there and find a good defensive driving teacher because there's tricks to the trade on driving and driving economically, and try to find ways to drive where you save gas. Gas is an important part of everything, of all of this. And also, if you're confident about, being a good driver, then, delivery may be a thing for you. And it's not just food delivery too. There's all different types of delivery that's opening up right now. It's supposed to be a really hot market. Anyway, I'm headed to North Lake, basically the Texas Motor Speedway area. And if you want, you can come along with me and watch me drop off some food at doorsteps and look at Christmas lights, because that's the big thing right now. Sometimes I'll give the name of the road or avenue or drive or whatever the Christmas lights are on, the neighborhood, things like that. If I come across something really great, then I'll just give you the address of that place. I usually probably they probably want people to know where they're at anyway, especially if they're, like a contestant in Christmas lights and stuff like that, which now they do. They have competitions and things. Also, another thing I suggest you do if you're doing a lot of driving and delivery is get yourself a good music app or podcast to listen to. Maybe even a audio book. Things like that will keep you kind of occupied while you're in between jobs or in between, delivery destinations. You're on the road quite a bit. So, listen to a good podcast can help. Things like that. Also, I suggest get yourself a good companion, to drive with. I drive with Critter. He doesn't say a whole lot. He smells good. And he likes to sleep quite a bit. He usually goes up here. I don't know if I said this before, but sometimes it's good to go in as partners on this kind of thing too. People can help cover some of the bills and things like that. Although you are able to cover most of the bills with doing this, and at times maybe even all of them. But I have family that helps. Not my whole family, but some of my family actually helps with some of this, so I'm able to do this. It's not easy to do, and you have to budget and plan and stuff like that too. And also getting good with all your car dealerships as well. Also too, if you're doing this type of stuff like delivery in your car, your truck, or whatever you choose, get used to getting into traffic. And eventually you'll learn when traffic amounts and things like that, where to go. But just get used to it. Also, Google Maps. I suggest Google Maps is a pretty good one. Apple Maps is not bad. And then, of course, Waze, too. So according to Google, this is supposed to go on till probably Blue Mound, and then it's gonna free up for a little bit. Well, I was stuck in traffic for about 20 minutes. And I guess the highway patrol or police got it cleared off the road, the driveway. And there was glass on the road and everything. They got it cleared up, so it didn't look that bad. But you'll run into traffic because of wrecks and things like that. And we're headed back to our destination, which is the Speedway. We should be there pretty soon. Then you can see Fort Worth, on the left side of that green sign. So we got one at Buffalo Wild Wings, and what I suggest that you always do is use the navigation that's within the app, even if you think you know where it's at. Don't ever get in the habit of going, oh, I know where that's at, and go to it. Because a lot of times there's two Buffalo Wild Wings that are close together. So use the app, it'll take you right to the right one. And we'll be passing Elizabeth Creek right there, and there's Buc-ee's, and we're right in the Speedway, and we're picking up this Buffalo Wild Wings. Well, picked it up at Buffalo Wild Wings, and we're headed to Haslett. And away we go. This little area here is called Championship Parkway. We'll pass the well-known WUPA, No Limit Texas, the pride of No Limit Texas. I don't know why, but Waze took me kind of like in around the bend kind of direction. Kind of like a U. I don't know why. I guess maybe there was traffic or something, but it spun me back onto 114. Yeah, it looks like there was some traffic right here, and then it stopped right then down that way, so it must have been avoiding traffic. this is John Day Road, so we'll be headed to Haslett. Not really make a right and turn, it only goes right here. And then right up here is the RV park. See how it's doing. I know they've been working on it for quite a bit of time. It's called the Wagon Wheel RV Ranch. Huh. And they've got some type of covering structure right there. I guess to cover the RVs. It's a whole ranch. Wagon Wheel RV Ranch. So they're in the middle of construction. So John Day Road leads to Songbird Lane, and once you get on Songbird Lane, you go further down towards Haslett, and that's when we get into connectivity issues because they don't get the best cellular out there. So it gets kind of where there's a connectivity issue. And when I made that left-hand turn right back there, that's when Critter jumped out. How you doing, Critter? Meow. That's good. And there's some cows, Critter. Oh. Eat chicken. Eat more chicken. Meow. So this area right here is kind of a dry area for cellular, so you'll have connectivity issues until you get back closer to 114. So GPS is down until I get back closer to 114. It's trying to kick back in. So it's kind of like a maze getting out. I went one direction, one way. I'm just kind of guessing. Till I get to the main road, which will lead back there. It's kicked back in. Okay, good.
Texas Motor Speedway may be closed by the time you arrive.
All right, we're not trying to get into Texas Motor Speedway, we're just working around it. There we go. So Linda decorated the bagel shop. She's gonna send me a photo in a minute for Christmastime. Even way out here in the country off of John Day Road, they have Christmas lights here too. So we have one at an Italian restaurant near here called Amore, where we're gonna have to stop to get some gas and maybe a snack. and it's got a little bit of time. It takes some time for them to cook it. So I got about 10 minutes. So we're gonna need to get into this lane over here on the inside of the bridge. We've got a lot of traffic coming through. That's what we need to do. We got in there. Next step is, it's an Italian restaurant right over here. And the name of the Italian restaurant is Amano. It's right over in the corner, right over here. Amano, Italian bistro. It looks like they got their doors festive right now. And they are closed. I thought they were open. That's what I was able to run in and grab really quick for a snack. And I got a couple of buckos. The thing about buckos is they're actually gluten-free. So gluten-free snack right there. Well, got another one, buffalo. Well, Amano's was closed. I didn't expect that. They had the Christmas tree in there and everything, but I guess they're just closed for today. I don't know. It's a Monday, so picked one. Got called out for another Buffalo Wild Wings. So we'll see how far this one goes out, and I'll keep in touch. One thing that's interesting is I never get any calls for In-N-Out Burger. I have got a few out here for Whataburger and some other hamburger places, but not In-N-Out. Just wondering if they do a lot of online orders or not. I no longer work for Uber Eats, so maybe they're mostly Uber Eats. Well, I got it. And they had it a couple minutes early, which I was surprised because they usually take longer. But I guess they're speeding up because of the holidays. Oh, here we go. This one's going out to Rome, about 15 miles, which is probably like, I don't know, I'm thinking maybe mid-Rome or so. Because Rome does cover quite a bit, but this Buffalo Wild Wings is going 15 miles away. So I just texted Linda about her meatloaf, and I really like it. I told her her meatloaf is great. We had it a couple nights ago, and then I microwaved it today and put a little bit of cheese on it. It's really good. I mean, it's a really good meatloaf. She's been in the food industry for a very long time. She knows her meatloaf. I just sent her a text. Anyway, we're still going to Rome. And we're going to be dropping off this buffalo at someone's doorstep. So we just now entered the city limits of Rome, and the population is 1420. That's Capitol Lane right there. So when you enter to Rome this way, you'll come up across this kind of curving bridge. And it's one of the first exits right across the bridge, which we're about to take right here. It's spelled with an H too, so it's not Rome, it's Rome. So this one's pretty deep in Rome, almost a place called New Fairview. So it's like on the other side of Rome, really. I thought it was going to be kind of in the center part of Rome, but it's, on the other side of it. So really we're not supposed to do that, but in this case, he's already in his truck. And I just dropped it off to him at the window. I was wearing my mask, but a lot of activity. So it's very common to have to drop off, you know, food with a trucker or something like that. In a lot of cases, they just stay in their truck. It's a little difficult to do, especially when you're actually kind of doing a documentary kind of thing at the same time. But anyway, this is almost Justin. I want to say it's probably considered Rome. But anyway, there's a lot of activity, a lot of transport. It's big business. Stuff goes on all day. But this probably speeds up their delivery, is what it probably does, because then they don't have to stop in. They can just eat in their trucks, take a little break, keep on going. We got trucks all in here, transport all along this way, all the way along this road right here. Looks like some visitors right there. Oversized load right there. A lot of trucks along this side too. We'll be headed back to the speedway. The challenge on these Slim Jims is, of course, trying to get them open. Some are easier than others to open. They've got this little kind of perforation thing right here on it that you can kind of dig out a little bit. There we go. Not exactly health food, but it beats the alternative